I remember popping Mum on the train one day and 10 minutes later talking to her, and she clearly hadn't remembered me putting her on the train. How are you, Karen? I haven't seen you for ages. And so alarm bells at that point went off in terms of, oh my God, we really need to get we can't do this anymore. Mum can't travel on her own. So then we had to look at different ways of caring for her, and I then looked after her full time. Luckily for me, I'm a marketing consultant. I have my own business, so I was able to juggle my business around caring for my mum and caring for my son. But I know that I'm quite unique in that respect. I know that most people, have to go out to paid jobs and don't have the luxury of being able to care for their parent in this way.
Well, Pal, you have to be there all the time. I know you scrabble around for any bit of help you can get, don't you?
I do, yeah. I worked full-time, but obviously 2 years ago I had to leave my employment, and all we live on now is John's pension. I get £62 carer's allowance for caring for John a week.
£62 a week?
Yeah, we get £61 pension credit, which makes the money up to I think it's 260 something pounds a week we get. But John gets mobility, but we can't touch that mobility because we have to use that to pay our mortgage. So we struggle because after that £200 per week, I have to put money aside for my gas, my electric and water, buy food.
I know that you said you needed a bed for John because he's incontinent. You needed 2 single beds, and you were told what by your local council?
I was told, I asked for a grant, and I was told no, grants weren't available to go to a second-hand shop. I was mortified. So what I did do then, I got them out of a catalogue and I paid them up that way.
But you paid for it yourself?
Yeah. Yeah. Same with my mortgage. When we moved into the property, we took out insurance. Obviously, if anything happened to myself or John, the mortgage would be paid, plus for critical illness. They won't pay me out on the critical illness because John's specialist sent them the form back. They want to know, is John, a specific date, is John going to pass away within 12 months? And he said, it's very, very hard to say, but what you can say, the disease that John has got is rapidly taking hold of John.
Yeah, and your story will be familiar to so many people, Pal, and I'm sure so many people facing similar dilemmas. Thank you so much for coming in and telling it to us this morning. Thank you as well, Karen.
Okay, no.
And best of luck to you, Pal.
Thank you.
And Karen Weech, Pearl McCready, both of whom have cared and are caring for people with dementia.
7:27. Right, Apple has revealed its latest round of gizmos, including a new smart watch. On our watch, this has happened.
Oh, no. How could this thing happen? Yeah, technology giant Apple, the world's most valuable company, has unveiled 3 new devices, couple of iPhones, the iPhone 6 and the iPhone 6 Plus, which I think is the same thing but just bigger, and the Apple Watch, which is not called the iWatch, but is a smartwatch, and also something called Apple Pay, a payment system that is rather like a contactless debit card. Martin Bryant is here with us, editor of the technology website, The Next Web. Right, Martin, let's go through these things. Let's start first of all, the new iPhones, the iPhone 6 and the iPhone 6 Plus. They get ever bigger. Are they ever better?
Well, they're certainly better in terms of, if you look at the spec sheet, they're slightly faster, slightly slimmer, all of that. But I think the move to the larger size really is a reaction to the market. We're seeing other manufacturers, people like LG and Samsung, releasing larger smartphones into the phablet category, where they're
Phablet?
Yeah.
I'll just say that.
It's a phone and a tablet, so it's still somewhere between the two. You've probably seen people with these enormous devices that they hold against their ear. And
It's like a return to the 80s, isn't it?
yeah, totally, yeah. So I think Apple is reacting to the market, and it's quite interesting to see that Apple do that, because they're well known for going their own way, not necessarily being first to technology, but always going their own way. And here it seems that they're more kind of, we've got to be there, kind of thing.
Does it matter, Martin, that these phones are going to get so big, these tablets, sorry, not phones, that they won't fit in a suit jacket? They'll sort of poke out of my pocket. Is that element of the phone going, the sort of... I just thought technology was getting smaller, not bigger.
I think for a lot of people, they're doing more and more on their phones and leaving the idea of a laptop computer, a desktop computer, maybe even a tablet behind. A lot of people are predicting that most internet use will transfer to smartphones over the next few years, and you do need a slightly bigger screen if you're going to be doing managing your whole life on a smartphone, so it does make some sense.
Now, the Apple Watch, this has been anticipated for a long time. Did it live up to its billing?
Well, people have been waiting for Apple to define the market, I think. People have been waiting for Apple to come along. We've had other smartphone manufacturers put things out, but nothing's really clicked with consumers yet. They've all been very early adopter things. People have been waiting to see what Apple would do, because they've seen how, with the music player market, with the tablet computer market, Apple really defined the market. So here, Apple's come along with its own take on that. They've gone for a very fashion-conscious view. There's 2 different sizes, 3 different models, a sports version, a fashionable 18-karat gold version. So they're really, they had fashion journalists from some of the big fashion magazines there. So that's a first, I think, for an Apple event. So they're really going for the kind of the fashion approach here. But it's a very complicated interface compared to some of the other smartwatches. So it'll be interesting to see whether people really take to it.